Shalom, shalom, everybody. Welcome back. Well, thanks for having me back. Either way it goes, since I'm being a guest in your phone right now. This is our midweek check-in. Let's get right into it. 2 Peter, chapter 2, verses 1 through 8. We're going to read it from the New Living Translation. And it's called The Danger of False Teachers. But there were also false prophets among you in Israel, just as there will be false teachers among you. They will cleverly teach destructive heresies and even deny the master who bought them. In this way, they will bring on sudden destruction on themselves. And don't say sudden as in right away, but sudden as when it come, ain't no stopping it. It's just gonna be quick like that. Verse 2. Many will follow their evil teachings and shameful immorality. That's true to this day. Many people follow shameful teachings. Say all type of stuff that ain't what the book say. And I'm sad for them people, because a lot of people do that in sincerity and they think that they following the right thing. But if they don't check the book, how will they know? Like that little thing that be on Instagram. How will they know? They're gonna know. How will they know? I don't think I'm doing it right, but somebody get what I'm talking about. Somebody know what I'm talking about. All I need is one. Verse 2. Many will follow their evil teachings and shameful immorality. Sorry, we already read that. And because of these teachers, the way of truth will be slandered. That's the truth. People that really are trying to adhere to the truth the way it is in the book get talked about all types of bad ways and got made to look all types of crazy. Verse 3. In their greed, and that's why a lot of them do it for that filthy lucre's sake, because they try and get paid, so they gonna say what people want to hear versus what they need to hear. Verse 3, let's start over. In their greed, they will make up clever lies to get hold of your money. First song I did when I came to the truth is on this page. You scroll down, you see it. It's called Truth is Marching On, and it tells my experiences, but I'm sure a lot of people got y'all own experiences. You don't even need to, like LeVar Burton used to say, you don't have to take my word for it. It says, let's start that one again. And they agreed they will make up clever lies to get hold of your money. It's like them prosperity conferences. I remember them prosperity conferences at the church I used to go to. The only ones got prosperous was the ones that everybody was giving their money to. I remember that same pastor rode past me. I was on the bus stop. Me and my lady friend at the time. We on the bus stop on our way to church. He ride past in the Benz. So then I let it be known that I saw him. I said, hey man, I saw you when I was on my way here. He gonna say, oh, I thought that was you. I'm like, well, why you ain't pull over if you thought it was me? Sure kept my money that week. It says, but Elohim condemned them long ago, and their destruction will not be delayed. When it comes, it's coming. That's all we command to do. Just wait on him. Not in our time, but in his time. A lot of times they say, they just living, they thriving. Look at them. Still getting more people and tricking more people. When you gonna do something? Most High said, wait ye upon me. Ain't for us to do nothing. Just wait. Chill out. In another part of the second Esdras, he said, don't even question how and when the wicked will be punished. We just supposed to be worried about how the ones of us that's trying to do the right thing will be saved. That's our concern. This is Sirach 11 and 26. Yah, the Most High, it says the Lord in the King James Version, can easily wait until the day of our death to reward or punish us. So a lot of people look like they living good, but sometimes when you see the way that some people go out, you're like, guess that's when they got what was coming to them, you know? Verse 27, this is from the Good News Translation, by the way. At that time, our deeds are open for all to see, and all our happiness can be erased in that one moment of misery. Keep that in mind. Verse 28, so then, don't think of anyone's life as happy, or as the King James Version say, blessed, until it is all over, because all the evidence is not in until a person is dead. So a lot of people we think living it up, a lot of people we think is quote unquote getting it, or whatever term people use now. I'm a little older, so whatever term young people is using now, we really see how they really living or how they was living on the day that they leave here. And that's straight out the book. Let's get back to Peter where we started. Verse 4. For Elohim did not spare even the angels who sinned. He threw them into hell. In the Greek it says Tartarus. Y'all look that word up. In gloomy pits of darkness. Some manuscripts read in chains of gloom, where they are being held until the day of judgment. And Elohim did not spare the ancient world, except for Noah, and set the 7 others in his family. They're the only ones that got saved when the flood came. Noah warned the world of Elohim's righteous judgment, So Elohim protected Noah when he destroyed the world of ungodly people with a vast flood. Reminds me of a conversation that I had with my brother Yohana 82 earlier, where there was some wickedness going on, and I told him, in Psalm 91, it said that the Most High will 1,000 will fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come nigh you. So the Most High know who he after. He don't make mistakes like people. When people supposedly getting somebody might catch a stray bullet or something that wasn't meant for them. But the Most High strike, he's gonna say exactly who he meant to get. Anybody else, you ain't got to worry. If you doing right, you keeping the commandments, you doing right by him, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But at the same time, I avoid all that. I try my best to stay away from people that's acting crazy. But it say, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, Psalm 1. But it says in Psalm 91, it said that the Most High will protect his people while the wicked, get theirs, basically. This is, thank you to that brother too for bringing that up. It's always a good talking point. Whenever I talk to that brother, either I end up going to my Bible, going to my dictionary, somewhere, man. I learn something pretty much every time we get together, be it on the phone or in real life. And like I said, it said the Most High protected Noah when he destroyed the world of ungodly people with a vast flood. Check verse 6. Later, Elohim condemned the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah and turned them into heaps of ashes. He made them an example of what will happen to ungodly people. But Elohim also rescued Lot out of Sodom because he was a righteous man who was sick of the shameful immorality of the wicked people around him. Let's get some backup on that. Another example. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verses 3 and 4. We're going to get it from the New Living Translation. Then the glory of Elohim of Israel rose up from between the cherubim, where it had rested, and moved to the entrance of the temple. And Yah called to the man dressed in linen who was carrying the writer's case. He said to him, walk through the streets of Jerusalem and put a mark on the foreheads of the men who sigh and groan over the abominations that are committed in it. Nowadays, people would call the ones sighing and groaning, y'all negative, y'all bitter, who hurt y'all? But the Most High told them to put the seal on their forehead of the ones who was sighing and groaning, moaning and groaning, sighing and crying, as it said in the King James Version. But, verse 5, then I heard Yah, or as the King James Version called him, the Lord, say to the other men, follow him through the city and kill everyone whose forehead is not marked. Show no mercy, have no pity. So that goes to show that what the majority approves is not always, actually most of the time is not what the Most High approves. And let's prove that. Let's go right to the New Testament where some people, that's the only thing that some people believe. This is Luke 16 and 15. And he said unto them, He said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Elohim, the Most High, knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of Elohim. New Living Translation. Then he said to them, you like to appear righteous in public, but Elohim knows your hearts. What this world honors is detestable in the sight of Elohim. Detestable. It's an adjective and it means deserving, intense dislike. It's just disgusting to him. Proverbs 21 and 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, just like I just said. But Yah pondereth the hearts. Most High want to know what's in your heart. Amplified Bible. Every man's way is right in his own eyes, but Yah weighs and examines the hearts of people and their motives. Lauryn Hill had a poem back in the day that I used to love to listen to. He said, motives and thoughts. Check your motives and thoughts, because that's what the Most High is checking. This is verse 8 back in 2 Peter. Yes, Lot was a righteous man who was tormented in his soul by the wickedness he saw and heard, which is like a lot of us these days see stuff and it just torment our souls, but we dare not say much because the average person, what's wrong with you? Get with the times. What's wrong with you? Something wrong with you. Ought to be wrong with you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You tripping. Okay. Most High willing, we get that mark because we sighing and crying. Those of us who are. Not everybody's not, but those of us who are. Shout out to Brother New Breed for his live stream like 2 nights ago. And he reminded me, I needed to hear that the chosen need adversity to prove and test us. So like if things is going super smooth, you never know. There might be the thing that was though like well, we happy, but it's like when we got them times where we having adversity, that's the Most High testing us to see where our hearts is at, to see where we stand with him, you know. And this is verse 9. So you see, Yah, we're going to get back to that in 1 second, but let's finish this. Verse 9. So you see, Yah knows how to rescue godly people from their trials, even while keeping the wicked under punishment until the day of final judgment. We read that same thing just now in Sirach 11 and 26 a couple minutes ago. Let's end with these couple verses right here, and we're going to touch right back on that the Most High allowed that adversity coming to test us, to test his people, test those who are his, and know that we worthy to be on his side and to be in his army. But let's get this one right here for comfort real quick, real fast. One of the greats. Psalm 34:19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yah delivereth him out of them all. Amplified Bible. Many hardships and perplexing circumstances confront the righteous, but Yah rescues him from them all. Let's get it from one more place, New Living Translation. The righteous person faces many troubles, but Yah comes to the rescue each time. So I ain't saying you ain't going to go through nothing, but it is saying that you're going to come out on top if you stay with the Most High. Now let's get this Sirach chapter 2, verses 1 through 5, and it's going right back to what the brother New Breed was talking about. We need that adversity sometimes. It's necessary. Something we don't enjoy, but it's necessary. This is Sirach chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. My child, if you are going to serve Yah, be prepared for the times when you will be put to the test. Be sincere and determined. Keep calm when trouble comes. Don't get all frantic. Don't go all crazy because you already know he got us. Stay with Yah. Never abandon him, and you will be prosperous at the end of your days. That's what I always say. I'd rather have it a little tough right now, temporarily, and know that I'm going to have it good forever versus have it great right now and feel like I'm going to have it rough forever. Just makes sense to me. Verse 4. Accept whatever happens to you, even if you suffer humiliation. Be patient. Needed that one. Verse 5. Gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of adversity. It says humiliation in the Good News Translation, but King James Version say adversity. But we go through both, so both is relevant. Verse 6, trust Yah, and he will help you. Walk straight in his ways, and put your hope in him. Do that, and I guarantee you, even though it might be a little rough right now, we already can go skip to the end of the book and see. We win in the end. Stay strong. Stay close to Yah. Keep his commandments. I love y'all. Most High willing, we shall meet again. Shalom, shalom.